you're new here, hello, I'm Emily, I'm 23 and I am currently building my small art business. I have an illustration business where I offer illustrations of people's first date spots, homes, wedding venues, the interior of places that are special to them, and I am currently building that business while working part-time to try and go kind of all in on my business as much as I can, because I've just come to the realisation that this is what I really want to do. I lived in Australia for a year and then I came back a few months ago and I was kind of deciding, do I get a full-time job? What do I want to do? But I had started this while I was in Australia and I thought, you know what, let's just get a part-time job and then put all of my time into building this business. So that is what we're doing. So I always start my day by writing a to-do list. I need to pack up some prints that I got printed to go with someone's commission of their house. So I need to package those up, email them and tell them that they're ready, they're local, so they're going to come and collect them. I also need to finish a local pub illustration that I've done to kind of use for content, because I know a lot of people around here love this pub and this area that the pub is in. And then I'm also going to make prints out of it, I think. So today I just need to finish that illustration. I'm drawing an anniversary present for my boyfriend. So we've actually been together for 9 years next week. So for an anniversary present, let me get it actually. I've just been drawing like a memory of our road trip that we did. We road tripped around Western Australia and it was like our favourite thing that we did ever. So I'm kind of in the middle of illustrating that as an anniversary present, so I need to work on that today. Also, over the last couple of days I've got 2 new commissions, which is just great. I thought January might be a really quiet month compared to December. Would have done 5 commissions this month now. I got 6 or 7 in December I think, but obviously that was Christmas, so you're gonna get more. I thought, oh, no one's got any money in January. There's not really much. There's Valentine's Day and one of these are for Valentine's Day. Yeah, so I've got 2 commissions, so I need to start both of them today. One of them is a restaurant and bar in Bondi Beach, which is so funny because I've been there before, where he first met his girlfriend. And then the other one, the lovely owner of the cafe that I'm working at the moment, wants me to draw the interior so that she can put it on the wall, so that's exciting. So I'm going to start that today as well. Also, I need to leave the house today. Sometimes I get so in the zone that I just don't leave the house, or I'll suddenly remember that I haven't left the house and then I'll just have to go for a quick walk around the block, which is a very boring walk, just walking around houses. So today I need to leave the house. I'm going to go to a park that's nearby that's got a cafe that I can just sit there for a couple of hours at and work as well. So probably like halfway through the day at lunchtime I'll go there. And then I need to draw day 8, I think we're on, of my tiny drawings. So let me show you how far I've got with those. So if you didn't see the last video, I needed some inspiration. So I find sketchbooks quite difficult to draw in when I'm not really doing anything. So if I'm on holiday and things, I like drawing in a sketchbook, but when I'm just at home I don't feel that inspired to draw in a sketchbook. So I saw another artist do this on Instagram for a collection. I think they were doing it for a gallery, and they had an absolutely huge piece of paper and they divided it up into loads of squares. And I think it was all like Scottish themed or something like that. And I thought, I love the idea of splitting up a piece of paper and drawing something every day in a tiny little square, because it feels less overwhelming. I've only got to draw something small. And I thought, what a great idea would it be if I just try and romanticise my everyday life a little bit. I don't need to have anything extravagant to draw. I would just draw from everyday life, something that could seem quite boring, but filled up on a page, I think it would look quite effective. So I'm kind of calling this series that I'm doing on Instagram Romanticising My Life through everyday things or something like that. I call it something different every time. So this is what we're at so far. It won't pick up the details that well, but this was day one. So it was literally just my lunchtime going to the baker's. Day two, I think, was that one. So that was just my walk home to the train station after work. So you got like the train tracks there, the overpass. And then day three may have been that one. That is the cafe. And then I think maybe this one was my roast dinner one day. That was just a walk around the block. Like I said, a boring walk with houses, just a tree. And then this one, my lovely boyfriend bought me some daffodils because they've just come into season. So I've drawn my daffodils. And then my most recent one is just a local bookshop that I was looking at the other day because I'm on the hunt for a new book. So that is my local bookshop. So I need to draw one today. I need to draw one from yesterday. So I took some videos of some things yesterday that I could use for inspiration. Kind of work a day behind. So today I will draw yesterday's one. So that is also on my to-do list for today. Okay, so I need to cut these prints of the houses to A5 size because I wanted to get them printed A4 so that nothing was cut out when they like leave an edge around it. So I printed them to A4 and now I'm going to cut them to A5. I really need to get like a paper trimmer. Well, I have got one, but it doesn't, because I use 300 GSM paper, I just think it's too thick for it. I think it's kind of made for just normal paper. So I just draw straight lines, and I'm pretty good at cutting in a straight line, to be fair. So I just have to draw the lines out and then just cut along them. But I do need to get myself a stronger like guillotine thing, but for now this is fine. Okay, so I've done one and cut that to size, so now I just need to do 3 more because she's ordered 4 prints of it. I think she might be giving it to her siblings. It was her mum's house and I think that they've sold it, so I think she wants the original, and then I think she's got 4 prints maybe for her siblings, so I'm gonna cut those out now. Packaged each of them up in the little wallets, and I've emailed this customer telling her that everything is ready to collect now, so just need to wait for an answer from her. The next thing I'm going to do is work a little bit on the anniversary present for my boyfriend, because it is for our anniversary, which is in just over a week. But we're actually going away to Amsterdam in a week, and I want to give it to him before then because we're literally only taking hand luggage, so I don't really want to bring it with me, so I want to give it to him before. So I think I'm going to work on that first. There we go. Those are all the prints. So this is my little setup. So you're just at the end of my little desk in the corner of my room, next to my wardrobe and next to my window in this big of a gap. But it's perfect. It was like just the right size to fit. I couldn't find anything that would fit in this little gap. So thank God for Facebook Marketplace. It took me a few weeks to find something that was right for this space. And it's got shelves as well, so it's quite like a good space saver. Everything's drawn out on here, so I just need to start filling in the colours a bit. putting the base colours down for the anniversary illustration, so it just looks like that at the moment. There's no like details or anything, it's just the base colours. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, and also I just fancy doing something different now, I'm gonna start the commission that I need to do. This commission is Salty's Bondi. If you've ever been to Australia, Sydney and Bondi, you've probably been to Salty's. Customer met his girlfriend there, so he's getting it for her. This is a picture of it, so we're doing an interior one, and I'm merging a couple of pictures to get the view of the bar but also the seats that they were sitting at as well. So we're gonna like merge two photos. I'm gonna get started with that because this one might take a bit of time to kind of figure out the placement of things really. But I thought it was funny because he sent that to me. I was like, is that Salty's in Bondi? Because obviously I've lived in Sydney for a while. I think he said he's moving to Australia as well. He's moving to Sydney, so they can take that and have that pride of place when they move in together. I've been working on this for about an hour. It's like 1 o'clock now, so I want to go to the cafe that I said about and get some soup, but I can't leave my house because there's a window cleaner parked over my driveway. So I can't get my car out, so I need to wait until they leave. But then I'm hungry, and also I feel like the cafe might run out of soup. So that's annoying, but I'm gonna go anyway. I'm just gonna carry on working on this until they leave, and then I'm gonna go straight away. Let me show you the progress so far. So this is where we're at so far. I know you probably wouldn't believe that I've been working on that for about an hour, but trying to get all the proportions right when you're merging two photos is quite hard because I can't just directly copy from a photo. So I've got this one that I'm using and also this one. So they're two completely different angles, and I'm trying to like merge them into landscape. So it does take a bit longer, but I'm happy with how it is at the moment. But I think I just need to take a break and eat lunch, and then I think I'll carry on with that this afternoon. Is that them gone? I think I heard them go. Yes. Finally. Right, I'm gonna get ready. So I'm walking to the country park, and they've just got a nice cafe here as well that's like quite cheap, and it's not like a proper cafe. You can kind of sit in there for like ages and they don't mind. So I'm walking there. It's so cold. The temperature's really dropped again. So I'm definitely just gonna have a small walk around the country park, but spend most of the time in the cafe. I'll show you my food. I'm back home now. I was only there for like an hour because I wanted to get back before the school traffic, because the traffic around here just gets crazy after like 2:45. So I came back, and now for the rest of the afternoon I'm going to carry on sketching the commission that I started. And also while I was at the cafe I started another commission, but I think I'll do the first one. And then also I need to do my little square for today, so I'll pick you back up when I'm doing something interesting. So it is a bit later, 4:30, so coming to the end of the daylight for the day, so I think I'm going to stop drawing. But I'm pretty much finished sketching out my commission. Happy with that. I'm going to send that to the customer and make sure that he's happy with it before I then go over it in fine line and the watercolour, just because we had to merge quite a few things together, so I just want to make sure that everything's how he wants it before I start putting permanent markings on it. The lighting is so bad, but this is how we are at the moment. So we've got the bar on the left. I still need to put all like the drinks in, and then you've got like the seating on the right, and then this is 2 people that represent him and his girlfriend where they first sat on their first date. So I think it looks really good. So I'm going to send that to him and make sure that he's happy with it. And then I think that'll probably be it for today. Yeah, the sunlight's going down and I can't really film in the dark, so I think that'll be it for today, and then I'll pick you up again tomorrow. It is now 2:30 on Tuesday and I haven't filmed anything today because my boyfriend is off work today. We both have work on weekends, so whenever he has his day off in the week, that's normally when I take my day off in the week as well. So I've just been with him today, went out for a coffee, didn't film anything because it's pouring down with rain. Now I'm spending my afternoon working on this commission, so let me show you. So I emailed this customer to make sure he was happy with the layout. He's happy with it, so I'm going to go ahead and start using my fine line on this. So that's what I'm going to be spending my afternoon doing. It is Wednesday today, so I actually got another commission yesterday, which is kind of crazy. So I've got 3 commissions on the go and I go away to Amsterdam on Monday. I really want to get them all done before then, so for the next few days I'm just going to be non-stop drawing, painting. So first I'm going to go and make myself some breakfast and then we'll get to work. So I've made myself some breakfast and I think today's to-do list is try and make progress on 2 of the 3 commissions that I've got. Then I also want to just put a little bit of like an idea of patio under these benches, then film the reveal for this for my Instagram because I'm kind of running out of content. I obviously reuse a lot of content, but I don't want it to look samey when people have just seen the same drawings that I've done. I obviously use them in different ways, but I want to have something different. I want to get the content for this filmed so that I have something different to post. And then I also need to do day 9 of this. This was day 8 yesterday, let me show you. So this was day 8. So it's the Old Lee boy, which is like bright green in Old Lee that I see on my walk home from work. So that is all of them together. I think it's coming along nicely. I think it is going to look so cool once everything starts filling out a little bit. This series isn't performing very well on Instagram, but I kind of think that maybe when it starts filling out a bit and it looks more intriguing to look at, I think then it might get more popular. But also it's just a personal like project for me to actually try and romanticize my life. It is not just a series for Instagram, it is actually something that I wanted to do. I didn't want a sketchbook of just like random everyday things, but then actually turning it into a piece of art, I just thought that'd be cool. So it's fine if that doesn't do that well on Instagram, that was just for me anyway, but I need to draw today's day for that. Right, I've just cleaned my workspace because it was getting a little bit messy, but this is the one that I'm going to be working on this morning. So I just want to fill in a bit of flooring, I think, just to make these not look out of place. Okay, so I've finished the Crooked Billet pub, which is a pub quite local to me that everyone kind of loves. It's like the first pub you see as you walk down like Old Lee. So I've done this not as a commission for anyone, just kind of for me, and I'm going to make it into prints to take to any local markets that I do, and then there's like a little seafood stall as well that's there. So that's done. I've also filmed the content for that as well, so that's good. I've got some fresh content. And I haven't done a pub before, so it's also nice to have something different to be able to have on my Instagram to show people that I can do pubs as well. So that's done. My next thing on my to-do list is to carry on with this commission, this one. After that, I've got Frey Cafe, which I'm doing the interior of as well, so I've got a couple of interior ones to do, so that's exciting. I'm gonna get on that now. Okay, so I've been painting for about an hour and a half now. It's now 10:30 and I'm gonna take a little break and do something else, or just have a walk around or something, because my chair is literally just a wooden chair with a pillow on it. So yeah, I just love the chair. I found it at a charity shop and I just love the look of it, but obviously it's not the most comfortable to sit in all day. So I'm gonna have a little break and do something different. I've been doing that for about an hour and a half, and oh, I've been doing this one actually for about an hour, and this is as far as I've got. This is why I always feel like if anyone asks me my prices, they say, oh, I wasn't expecting it to be that much. Probably like half the time someone will say something like that, and I am underpricing. I'm not charging myself even minimum wage for the amount of hours that this takes me. These paintings probably take me like at least 8 hours to do, probably more like 10, and I do not charge enough for them. But equally, I can't justify charging more for them when I don't have that many customers. So people are always kind of surprised, but I'm undercharging and it takes me like 10 hours to do them. So yeah. While I'm building my business, I'm kind of fine with it. I don't undercharge like crazy. Obviously, as my business grows, I would like to price them at a more sustainable price, and obviously if I get more booked up, I would be more able to charge a higher price for them. I'm just starting out, so I'm fine with kind of the price that I'm charging people at the moment. Just rambled about that out of nowhere. This is Ruby. She's finally sat down after walking around for about an hour before finding where she was comfortable. She's got 2 splits in her ears, one on each ear, because she used to get in fights with other cats. But this is what I mean. You stroke her and she just gets up. She can't just sit still and enjoy being stroked. I think I'll just sit with her for 5 minutes and take a little break and then get back to it. It is a little bit later. I think it's like nearly 1 o'clock now, and I've just been carrying on working on this. I took a break, edited a reel and posted it, and then got back to work with this. So this is where we are progress wise at the moment. It's kind of like in the ugly phase. I can see that it's going to be nice, but I'm just kind of going in and adding the details of parts of it, and then parts of it are still like blank. So I also need to do my romanticising everyday life drawings. My options for today are either I go for a walk. It would be quite a boring walk around the block, but it is a nice day, so I will go for a walk anyway. I also might draw my cat, because Ruby has been sitting with me all day today, so I might draw her. So I went for my walk and my lunch is in the oven, so I thought I would get started on my square for today, and she won't leave me alone, so I think that's a sign to draw her. So that's the little sketch, and then I'm going to go in with the fine line pens. It is now Thursday, and I didn't pick you up for the rest of the day yesterday because I was just so busy, and then I was having dinner, and then I carried on working after dinner, but then the lighting was bad, so I thought there's no point. It is 9 o'clock on Thursday now, so I need to get started with carrying on my commissions. I've got someone coming to pick one up at 11. That one's already done. She's just picking that up. I need to continue with one that I've nearly finished. Let me show you that one. So this one is nearly finished, but I just need to finish that. I need to get started on another one as well, so busy day again today. Right, I have finally finished the commission. It's taken like 3 days. I think interior ones take me a lot longer than exterior ones, because exterior ones I can kind of like follow a formula, similar shapes, bricks, things like that. But interior ones, like everything's so different. So I think maybe I should charge more for interior ones, or maybe I should price more individually depending on what the people want. Because at the moment I price things based on paper size and whether they have it black and white fine line or with watercolour as well. I don't know whether I should maybe see people's photos first and then price it, because this took a lot longer than what I thought it would. I'm really happy with it, so I think it looks good. I've actually got, he asked if they could be sitting there on the seats that they were sitting on. So I did that, and in like the clothes that they were wearing as well. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to send that to him and make sure he's happy with that. Then I'm going to scan it, take some content with it. I'm going to do that now actually. And then I need to start on my next one. I'm doing one commission for the cafe that I work at, which I don't know if I've updated you since my first video. Let me kind of go into like my situation a bit. So I came back from Australia very end of October, and I'd started doing this, but I didn't really know if I could make it a job because I hadn't had any commissions or anything, so I'd had no income with it. I'd just started it. So then I was looking for full-time jobs, but I just really want to do something that I enjoy. And I had a couple of like, well, a phone call that was meant to happen. I'd applied to some jobs that I was excited about but didn't hear anything and things like that. And then I kind of just was like reevaluating what I want, and I just realised that this is what I want. This is the career I want. So I don't necessarily need to be finding a job that is my career if this is what I want my career to be. My sister was working at a cafe that had just opened. They needed someone else, so I got the job at the cafe as well, and I actually really enjoy it. And it's kind of like I can have that part-time, do part-time work, get some money, and then spend all the rest of my time working on this, which is exactly what I want. So no one asked for that little explanation, but just in case you were wondering about my situation, I have a part-time job and then I do this in all of my spare time. So anyway, the owner of the cafe asked me to draw the interior of the cafe for her, which is lovely because I think they're going to put it up. So I've just started drawing the outline for that. I'm also going to do them an exterior one just as a gift, because like the timing that I got a job there was great, so I just want to kind of say thank you with doing an extra one for them of the exterior as well, which shouldn't take me quite too long because it's quite a simple like shop front. I kind of need to prioritise my other commission because I'm going on holiday on Monday, and I told this girl I had a 1 week turnaround, forgetting that I'm going on holiday. So now I've literally got like today and tomorrow to do it really, because then I'm working over the weekend, and then I would need to post it Monday morning before I go on holiday. So that's the one I'm going to prioritise. This one is okay because I can take longer than a week on that, so I'm going to push that one back a little bit and finish that when I get back from holiday. And because it doesn't need to be posted, I'm just going to bring it to her. She'll have it as soon as it's done. So yeah, I'm going to get started. It is a house that her and her partner have bought, and they renovated it, but they actually want a picture drawn of what the house used to look like before they renovated it, which I think is quite a nice little memory, so they can have it on their wall how it looked when they first bought it. I'm going to do that one now. Is it lunchtime yet? No. Alright, I'll start with this first, and then I'll get some lunch after. It's only 11 o'clock, it's not lunchtime yet. I messaged the customer for the commission and he said that the commission is perfect and he's really happy with it, so that's really good. I literally stood on this ruler, broke it in half the first day that I got it. But I lined it up perfectly, sellotaped it back together, and it's good as new. Okay, so I've done the outline for my next commission, which is a house, and she wants the house with the trees that are outside as well, because that's how the house came when she bought it. So I'm just waiting for her to reply to make sure she's happy with the outline, because she wanted it drawn face on, but the photos that she sent me were side on and I could only see half the house. So I'm sending that to her to make sure that the house actually looks accurate to what it is, because I can only see half of the house. So I just want her to make sure that she's happy with that before I go in with anything permanent. And then I think I'm going to make lunch in a minute, but my room's a bit of a mess now because I've been doing loads of different things. So I think I'm just going to have a quick tidy up to like freshen everything ready for my afternoon work session. So I'm going to go around my room and tidy everything up and then make some lunch. I've had my lunch. Now I remembered that I need to work on this as well. This is a present that I'm doing for my boyfriend that I've told you before, and I need to finish it really by tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that. I'm waiting for one of my customers to answer me anyway, to make sure that I can start that commission in pen and everything. So while I'm waiting for her to answer, I'm gonna do this. And I made myself a little snack. Greek yogurt with a swirl of jam through it, cherry jam, and topped with loads of seeds. So I'm going to snack on this while I paint. I've just come for a walk because it's nearly 4 o'clock and I realised that I haven't really left the house today. So another just quick walk round the block is nothing interesting. Stressed. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I've just got home because I look after my niece on Friday mornings, but my sister needed me to stay a little bit longer today, so I wasn't done until 12:30, and then I needed to pop to the shops, and that turned out being an absolute nightmare because the traffic was awful and it just took me so long to get to anywhere that I needed to be. So I needed to go to the shop, and I thought, oh, I'll go to a charity shop as well, because I wanted to get a couple of like cute vessels of some kind to have my paint water in and to keep my paintbrushes in. I was like, oh, I'll do that. And then I finished that in kind of good time, and then the traffic was just awful. So now it's nearly 3 o'clock and I've not done nearly as much as what I wanted to do today. So like this afternoon and evening is just going to be doing everything that I need to do today. So this is the cafe that I'm working on. So still a lot of watercolour that needs doing on that. This is the house that I'm working on. I don't think the house will take me much longer, but I just wanted to get started on it so much earlier. And then I also need to finish my boyfriend's anniversary present, but he's going to be pushed to the back because this is not a priority really when other people are paying customers. I wanted to give it to him before we left, but I think maybe I'll just give it to him after we're back instead. And then that should take the pressure off me a little bit, because I'm thinking I've got to do 3 things. But if I just take this one off my plate and think that I'm going to do that and give it to him when I'm back, then I think that'll be fine. But I've been meaning to do this for ages, so I feel bad. But I did get what I wanted to get at the shops. So I wanted to get a like nice mug or glass or something for my paint water, because at the moment I've just grabbed a mug out of the cupboard and it's boring, and if I'm going to be sitting painting all day I want something more fun. So I found this little glass and I thought that's quite nice because you won't really see if it's got murky paint water in it. I love looking in charity shops for bits like this because I love a charity shop, and I know I can get cute mugs from real shops, but I like the uniqueness that I find there. And then for something to put my paintbrushes in, I found this, which is like a really cute milk jug with like a little flower imprint, and it looks all like rustic. So yeah, I've got a little milk jug to put my paintbrushes in as well. So I'm gonna tidy up my desk a bit, get it set up for the afternoon, and then I can start painting. I can put my new jugs, cups on there. So I've tidied up my desk. I've got my new water cup there, and I've got my jug for my paintbrushes up here. So this is what I'm going to work on. I'm going to get started. Oh, also I didn't realise that this is obviously purple. This has got a little bit of purple and green in it, and it matches my little vase that I painted in a pottery painting class that's got green and purple. I didn't even mean to do that, but that's a nice, ties it all together. Lighting's awful, but this is not finished yet, but this is just kind of how it's going at the moment. Now Sunday and I am working today, but I'm doing a shorter shift. It's my boyfriend's day off, so me and my boyfriend are gonna go for a drink at a cafe first, And I'm going to go straight to work after that. And then when I get home, I need to work on my last commission. So nearly finished. I go on holiday tomorrow. So I'm gonna get everything done, which is good. Let me show you what I've done so far. This is one of the commissions that I'm working on at the moment, and I almost finished it, and then I smudged a bit of something there. So I'm really annoyed about that. I'm gonna send it to the customer and tell her about it, offer her a bit of a discount on it if she still wants it, or obviously I will do her a new one if she's not happy with that. But it will take me obviously longer, so I'm really annoyed about that. But I'm just going to show it to her and tell her about it. I do like how the drawing has actually come out, so that's a shame. So I'm going to send that to her now and see what she says. And then this is my other current work in progress. This is the interior of the cafe, and I think it's looking really nice. I just obviously need to carry that on. It's not finished yet, but that's coming along nicely as well. I'm just walking home from my shift at work, and I'm going to get the train. So I'm walking to the train station, and then I'm going to spend the afternoon finishing up some commissions. I also actually realised that I haven't done my daily drawings for a couple of days, so I definitely need to do that today as well. I might do a couple just to kind of catch up on what I've missed out on. So I definitely need to do that when I get home as well. I just got myself some donuts as an after work treat, you know, like the hot sugary donuts that you get from the seaside, and they were all doughy and undercooked. So now I'm disappointed. I've had them from there before and they were really nice. So something must have just gone wrong today, but I haven't eaten them because they're undercooked and doughy. So that's disappointing, but it's okay. I think that for whenever I next do a craft market, I want to make some tote bags with those boats that I just showed you, because they're quite like iconic of this town. And I was thinking that I could do, there's a car behind me, do a tote bag with like a simple line drawing of like a fishing boat on it, and then the town name underneath it, either in embroidery, like machine embroidery, but then I would have to find someone to like manufacture that, or I might learn how to lino print. I haven't done lino printing since I was like in college, but I feel like that could be fun if I buy some lino print equipment, do like a simple drawing of a fishing boat, and then lino print that onto tote bags. And then I wouldn't have any writing on it though, and I feel like people here would like to kind of rep the town that they're from. But I probably won't do any markets until springtime now. Did you see me just get embarrassed because someone rode past me on a bike and looked at me like, what are you doing? So yeah, I've got some time to think about that. Okay, so I've just finished drawing a bit of a catch up on these everyday drawings. Got a bit of a food thing going on. So one of the days is a pain au chocolat, and one of them is some donuts. Not my donuts that I had today, some from the other day. So this is how it's looking at the moment. I think it's coming along really well. I love it actually. I think it's just going to get better and better the more that I have on there.